Why are Jungkook and Taehyung suddenly becoming the hottest topic among global fans again? Is HYB hiding something behind the silence? Or is this just another storm created by speculation? The tension is rising, army is divided, and social media is exploding with theories. Before we begin, don't forget to like, comment your opinion below, and subscribe for more updates because what you're about to read might completely change the way you see this issue. What is really happening between Jungkook, Taehyung, and HYB? Why are millions of fans suddenly discussing their names all over the internet, as if something massive is about to unfold? And perhaps the biggest question of all, why does every small movement involving these two BTS members instantly become global news? These are the exact questions currently dominating fan communities, online forums, and social media timelines as Jungkook and Taehyung once again become the center of heated attention. The latest buzz began with what initially seemed like an ordinary sequence of events. A simple appearance, a subtle social media activity, and an unexpected reaction from fans somehow evolved into a full-scale discussion about the relationship between artists and management, loyalty, creative freedom, and the future image of HYBE as one of the biggest entertainment companies in the world. At first, nobody expected the situation to grow this quickly. But when it comes to BTS, ordinary rarely stays ordinary for long. One detail can spark 1,000 theories. One silence can create 1,000,000 questions. Fans first noticed unusual energy building online after Jungkook became a trending topic following recent fan discussions surrounding his public image and rumored activities. Almost simultaneously, Taehyung's name also started climbing global trends, leading many to wonder whether the two events were connected or simply an explosive coincidence. Soon enough, fan-made analysis videos, edited clips, screenshots, and theories flooded every platform. Some fans argued there was nothing unusual happening at all, while others insisted there was a hidden narrative unfolding beneath the surface. Why HYB? That is the question that transformed a simple celebrity discussion into something much bigger. Instead of focusing only on Jungkook and Taehyung, fans began shifting attention toward HYB itself. Discussions quickly escalated into broader conversations about artist treatment, public communication, promotional fairness, and management strategies. Was HYB making the right decisions? Was there a disconnect between the company and fan expectations? Or were fans simply overanalyzing every situation because of the emotional investment attached to BTS? No one had definitive answers, but that uncertainty only fueled the fire further. Jungkook, known for his immense popularity, perfectionism, and quiet but impactful presence, has long been viewed as one of the strongest pillars of BTS global identity. Every move he makes is carefully watched, interpreted, and emotionally processed by millions. Whether it is a live broadcast, a photo, or even a simple mention, the ripple effect is immediate. Taehyung, on the other hand, carries a completely different but equally powerful energy. His artistic image, unique personality, and loyal fanbase make him one of the most discussed idols in the world. He often inspires strong emotional reactions, and fans are especially protective of him. When these two names appear in the same viral discussion, the internet practically guarantees chaos. This latest wave began intensifying after fans started drawing connections between recent activities involving both members. Though there was no direct statement, no official conflict, and no confirmed controversy, the absence of clear explanations became its own form of fuel. In online culture, silence is rarely neutral. Silence becomes mystery. Mystery becomes theory. Theory becomes viral content. And viral content becomes global discourse. Many fans express frustration, arguing that HYB has often allowed speculation to spiral out of control by maintaining silence during highly emotional fan moments. Others defended the company, saying constant clarification is unrealistic, and that overanalysis is largely driven by fandom culture itself. Comment sections became battlefields. Some fans claimed HYB was mishandling communication. Others accused sections of the fandom of exaggeration. Neutral observers were pulled in, asking the same question repeatedly. What exactly happened? Ironically, the lack of a concrete event made the story even more powerful. People are naturally drawn to incomplete narratives. A clear scandal can be resolved. A vague tension cannot. That ambiguity is what made this story explode. Every new clip was analyzed. Every facial expression was discussed. Every timeline was reconstructed. Fans revisited older interviews, previous moments between Jungkook and Taehyung, and historical patterns involving HYB management decisions. Some believed the issue represented something larger than just one viral trend. To them, this was symbolic. A reflection of ongoing tension between fan expectations and corporate control in K-pop. An emotional clash between art and management. A battle over transparency, fairness, and trust. Whether or not those interpretations are accurate is almost secondary, because perception often matters more than reality in digital fandom culture. Once a narrative emotionally resonates, it gains momentum regardless of evidence. That is exactly what happened here. What makes this situation particularly fascinating is how deeply emotional the fan response has become. This is not simply gossip. For many fans, BTS represents years of emotional support, identity, inspiration, and community. Jungkook and Taehyung are not just celebrities to them. They are symbolic figures tied to memories, comfort, personal growth, and global connection. So when fans perceive even the possibility of tension, unfairness, or hidden issues, the reaction is intense. This emotional investment explains why seemingly small incidents become enormous conversations. It is not about one event. It is about what that event represents emotionally. As discussions continued growing, some fans urged others to remain calm and avoid jumping to conclusions. They reminded communities that speculation can easily distort reality and create unnecessary negativity. Others responded by saying concern is natural, and that questioning company decisions should not automatically be dismissed as overreaction. This division created a fascinating split within the fandom. One side emphasized trust. The other emphasized vigilance. Both claimed to be acting out of love and protection. That is what makes these moments so emotionally charged. Nobody sees themselves as the villain. Everyone believes they are defending what matters. Meanwhile, casual observers watching from outside the fandom were stunned by the sheer scale of discussion. How could a situation with so few confirmed facts generate this much engagement? The answer is simple. BTS is no ordinary group. Their influence transcends music. Every narrative connected to them carries enormous cultural weight. Jungkook and Taehyung in particular are among the most influential idols in the world, each capable of generating worldwide trends within minutes. Put them together in one ambiguous viral moment, add fan concern, management discourse, and social media algorithms, and the result is inevitable. A global online storm. Interestingly, some fans viewed the viral moment positively. They argued that regardless of controversy, the continued relevance of Jungkook and Taehyung proves their unmatched star power. Even silence becomes content. Even uncertainty becomes conversation. Even absence becomes presence. That level of influence is almost impossible to replicate. Others, however, felt exhausted. They expressed concern over the emotional toll constant speculation places on both fans and artists. How much pressure does it create when every action is magnified globally? How exhausting must it be to live under that level of scrutiny? These questions added another emotional layer to the discussion. Beyond fandom drama lies a more human reality. Jungkook and Taehyung are individuals navigating extraordinary levels of visibility. Every narrative constructed around them has real emotional consequences. This reminder led some fans to shift tone, advocating for empathy, patience, and respectful discussion. Still, the viral wave showed no signs of slowing. Videos continued appearing. Hashtags kept climbing. Theories multiplied. And the central question remained unresolved. What is really going on? Perhaps the most interesting possibility is that nothing extraordinary happened at all. Maybe this entire situation is simply another example of fandom hyper-awareness in an era where information moves faster than context. But if that is true, it raises its own fascinating question. Why are fans so quick to suspect deeper meaning? That suggests an existing atmosphere of uncertainty, an underlying tension already present before this viral moment. In other words, the current discussion may not be creating concern, it may simply be revealing it. That possibility is what makes the HYBE angle so significant. This is no longer just about Jungkook or Taehyung individually. It is about trust. Trust between artists and fans. Trust between companies and audiences. Trust in narratives presented publicly. And trust is fragile. Once fans begin questioning patterns, every future event becomes filtered through suspicion. This is why entertainment companies carefully manage communication strategies. Not because every rumor deserves response, but because silence has meaning too. Whether intentional or not, absence of clarity creates interpretive space. And fandoms are experts at filling interpretive space. As of now, no definitive conclusion exists. No confirmed controversy has been announced. No official narrative has resolved the speculation. Yet the discussion continues dominating online spaces. That alone says everything. Sometimes a story becomes bigger than its factual foundation. It evolves into an emotional phenomenon, a reflection of collective anxiety, hope, loyalty, and curiosity. That is exactly what this Jungkook-Taehyung HYBE situation has become. A mirror. A mirror reflecting the intensity of modern fandom culture. A mirror showing how celebrity narratives are no longer controlled solely by companies or artists, but co-created in real time by millions of emotionally invested audiences. And perhaps that is the real story here. Not whether Jungkook or Taehyung did something controversial. Not whether HYBE made a mistake. But how quickly digital communities can transform fragments into global narratives. How silence becomes suspense. How ambiguity becomes engagement. How emotion becomes momentum. Will this conversation fade tomorrow? Possibly. Or could a new detail suddenly emerge, reigniting everything with even greater intensity? Also possible. That unpredictability is what keeps audiences hooked. The story feels unfinished. And unfinished stories are irresistible. For now, fans continue watching, waiting, analyzing, and hoping for clarity. Until then, one truth remains undeniable. Jungkook and Taehyung continue proving why they are among the most powerful names in global entertainment. Even without saying much, they dominate headlines. Even without direct controversy, they command worldwide attention. And whether this viral moment ends in silence, explanation, or another shocking twist, one thing is certain. The world is still watching. So what do you think is really happening? Is this just fan over-analysis? Or is there genuinely something deeper behind the growing attention surrounding Jungkook, Taehyung, and HYBE? Share your thoughts in the comments below. Like this article if you enjoyed the discussion, and subscribe for more viral K-pop updates because in this world, the next shocking moment is always just one notification away. The intensity of this situation also reveals something much deeper about the current era of K-pop. Years ago, celebrity news traveled slower. Information was filtered through official media outlets, interviews, press conferences, and controlled appearances. Today, however, the ecosystem has changed completely. Now, fans themselves act as investigators, analysts, editors, and broadcasters all at once. A single screenshot can spark international discussion. A 3-second video clip can trigger endless interpretation. An expression captured at the wrong moment can become evidence in a theory watched by millions. This environment has fundamentally changed the relationship between artists and audiences. For idols like Jungkook and Taehyung, living under constant observation is no longer an occasional burden. It is the default reality. Every detail is content. Every absence is suspicious. Every coincidence is potentially meaningful. This creates an unusual paradox. The more global and beloved an artist becomes, the less privacy they seem to have over their own narrative. Even silence can no longer remain silent. And perhaps that is what makes this current viral wave feel so emotionally overwhelming to many fans. There is a growing sense that something is always happening, even when nothing concrete is happening at all. That constant state of alertness has become part of fandom culture itself. Fans are not merely consuming entertainment anymore. They are participating in a live emotional ecosystem built around visibility, connection, and interpretation. This is especially true with BTS. BTS is not just another K-pop group with a large following. Their influence is cultural, emotional, and historical. They helped redefine the global perception of Korean music, transformed the boundaries of fan engagement, and created one of the most passionate fandoms in modern entertainment. As a result, every member carries symbolic significance far beyond ordinary celebrity status. Jungkook represents growth, ambition, discipline, and evolution. Fans have watched him transform from the youngest member into a dominant solo force whose every move attracts